Many people believe that when travelling or on holiday, their physique and fitness progress will inevitably suffer, but I don't think that has to be the case. I've travelled pretty much every year since I started my calisthenics fitness journey, and although I've enjoyed myself a lot, I've managed to stay in shape all throughout, even whilst being away for weeks at a time. So in this video, I want to show you how you can stay in shape and maybe even get in better shape whilst travelling. Number 1, don't stop training. Whether or not you stay fit and healthy whilst travelling is going to come down to your attitude. If you make it a priority, it will be, and I highly recommend you do, because stopping completely means losing progress and playing catch up later on. Plus, breaking the habit of exercising regularly makes it way harder to get started again when you return home. As we know, the beauty of calisthenics is you need very little equipment or space to get a good workout. So being in a different environment doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your training. Maybe your hotel or hostel has a gym facility, which might be something you want to consider beforehand when choosing your accommodations. I know that some hotel gyms are absolutely awful, but all we're really looking for is some space and a pull-up bar. Anything else is a bonus. Or you can do what I prefer to do and explore outdoor calisthenics locations. You can easily find out what's close to you by visiting calisthenics-parks.com. a database of outdoor workout areas around the world. It's really fun to explore these new areas, and you might just be impressed with what you find. It's also a great opportunity to meet some like-minded people, so don't be afraid to say hi and strike up a conversation between your sets. On my recent travels, I found this outdoor gym within a park, and I was very impressed. Not only was the equipment very good, but it was surrounded by rocks of various sizes, and I incorporated them into some of my exercises. Absolute caveman workout. I like to travel light, but usually I'll pack 1 or 2 resistance bands with me for a greater variation of exercises. If you have some extra space, you might want to pack rings or a suspension trainer, but most of the time, locals will be happy to share their equipment with you. If you can't find an outdoor calisthenics area like this, a local park will no doubt have a climbing frame or even a nice flat tree branch for pull-ups. But perhaps the weather is too bad to train outside. No worries, you can even get workouts in your hotel room, which I've done many times before. Here's an example of a short, full body workout you could do. Of course, if none of that appeals to you, many gyms will offer flexible short-term membership options. Aside from resistance training, if you like to do cardio-specific training like running, look for parks, dedicated trails, or just run around the city you're in. It's a great way to explore and learn a new area. And lastly guys, don't expect to always perform as well as you do at home. There will be days where you feel tired and maybe even jet lagged. Commit to training a certain number of times per week, but be flexible and listen to your body. Number 2, make good food choices. Most of the time. When it comes to staying in good shape, diet is 90% of the battle. My preferred way to travel is to look for a hostel or apartment with cooking facilities. I like to visit the local supermarket and buy some of the foods that I typically eat at home, such as eggs, meat, yogurt, fruit, vegetables, and of course staying hydrated with water and juice. Some hotels also have fridges in their rooms where you can store some healthy snacks. When I'm travelling, I don't cook all the time, but at the very least I like to buy breakfast materials so I can enjoy a good breakfast in the morning that will keep me satisfied for many hours of exploring. I also like to eat out and try some of the local foods, which is a part of travelling that I love. Although it's convenient, I try to avoid fast food and greasy street vendor food like burgers, hot dogs and pastries. I know that stuff's very cheap and tasty guys, but it's terrible for you. Instead, I search for street food or restaurants that serve mostly healthy food. This can be easily done with a bit of research before arriving, using a website like TripAdvisor where you can see reviews, menus and pictures of the food. You can count calories if you really want to. Personally, I don't, because 1, it can be very difficult, especially with eating out, and 2, it takes the fun out of travelling if you're constantly pulling out your phone to log foods into MyFitnessPal. The only thing I do focus on nutrition wise is getting a sufficient amount of protein every day, which for most people who train regularly is 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of lean body weight. Of course, getting enough protein is important for muscle growth and repair, but keeping my protein high also makes it less likely that I will overeat, because protein has the highest satiety effect, meaning it keeps you feeling fuller for longer, so very important if you have that fat loss goal. Fibre-rich foods like vegetables and fruits are also good for filling you up with less calories, so opt for the vegetables over the greasy fries. Another helpful tactic for watching your weight is to skip breakfast or lunch, meaning you eat 2 main meals per day instead of 3. This is known as intermittent fasting. Number 3, stay active throughout the day. I'm not talking about strenuous activity here like our dedicated calisthenics training, but simply moving often throughout the day is very powerful because you're burning many more calories. This comes naturally to me because when I'm in a new place, I like to walk around and explore a lot, and you probably feel the same. If there's somewhere I can reach by foot, I'll choose to do that instead of taking public transport every time. Or maybe I'll use the transport on the way back. I'd encourage you to engage in some fun activities like hiking, swimming, snorkeling, kayaking, climbing, yoga, whatever it is you like to do. But this daily activity really does make a difference when it comes to weight management and staying healthy. Number 4, relax. Don't forget guys, part of building muscle and getting stronger is getting sufficient rest. Definitely listen to your body and rest when you feel exhausted to avoid overtraining. Try to maintain a similar sleep/wake cycle because if you skip sleep, that will impact your energy and ability to recover from exercise. I know your body might feel a bit messed up from landing in a completely different time zone, so take naps if you need them. I'm not sure if you've ever slept in a 12-bed hostel room, but damn, those places can get chaotic. So packing earplugs and an eye mask is highly recommended, even when staying in a hotel or apartment where noise or light pollution can be a factor. As soon as I wake, I like to get some sunlight, which helps to boost energy levels and regulate our circadian rhythms. Mental relaxation and avoiding stress is important too, guys. I know traveling can get chaotic and stressful sometimes, so I highly recommend that you don't obsess over or get stressed about your workouts. Think of them as a tool to enhance your relaxation and maintain a positive mental state. The mental and physical boost that I get after a short session in the morning really sets the tone for the rest of my day. Number 5, lastly, enjoy yourselves guys. We travel or go on holiday to have fun and explore new things. If you want to get some gelato or drink a couple of beers with your friends in the evening, you should do it, because those moments are special and a part of creating lasting memories. As long as you don't go overboard and you're doing the right things the majority of the time, that is, sticking to a training routine, eating mostly healthy whole foods, and sleeping well, you will continue to make fitness progress. My best advice is that pre-planning goes a long way, guys, so get on Google and seek out some workout locations, good supermarket or restaurant options, and most importantly, don't forget to buy travel insurance. If you enjoyed, please like the video, subscribe for more, and hit that bell. For more home calisthenics training tips, check out the playlist. If you're interested in a custom calisthenics program, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching guys, stay vital.